cut so smooth, make it slide and glide. Oh yeah.
The history of the transform scratch. It was invented in Philadelphia by a DJ named DJ Spinbad. Later on, a guy named Cash Money, also from Philadelphia, took it, developed it more, and gave it the name, the transform scratch. After that, Jazzy Jeff caught on to it. He was the first one to put it on wax, and he was the one that also popularized it. So Spinbad invented it, Cash Money named it and developed it, Jazzy Jeff popularized it. So basically with a transform, what you're doing is you're taking a sound, the longer the sound the better. So you want a nice long sound, and you're going to chop it up using the crossfader. Now, with each beat, you're going to move the crossfader 4 times. So with 4 beats, you're going to be moving the crossfader 16 times, but you're not going to think about that, so you're just going to do it to a rhythm. So like I said, with a transform scratch, you're going to want to use a nice long sound, because if the sound is too short, you're not going to be able to chop it up. So we're going to go with the standard, which is pretty much a thing everybody uses. Everybody knows what it is. It's on every scratch record out there. So if you notice, I've got a mark here, this little white line. And what this does, it marks the beginning of the sound. So when you're scratching and you let it go, you'll know exactly where to bring it back to. Bring it back to that line. A good way to start learning how to do the transform is to start off at a slow tempo. So grab like your favorite hip-hop record or a nice mellow beat track or something. And also, the main trick of the transform is use your wrist. You're going to flick, all you do is flicking your wrist. You're not using your arm, all you're doing is using your wrist. And then when you start practicing it, these muscles right in here are going to get pretty sore, so that's normal. Alright, so basically we're going to start learning how to do the scratch. First off, this is going to be the basic record movement, just back and forth. Okay, we're going to do that, and then later on we're going to use the fader to chop it up, so it'll sound like this. Okay, now we're going to do it to a beat, and we're going to see how that goes. Very basic. Now if that was too fast for you, you can do it like at halftime. So I'm going to be doing the same record movement back and forth, which is, I'm going to be doing that, but we're going to do the fader halftime. So it's not going to be 4, it's going to be 2. It'll be a lot slower. So it's going to go like this. Basic record movement. Halftime shot. So that'll be a lot easier to start off doing. Then you can move up to the Now transforming, there's a lot of different techniques that can be done, a lot of different patterns that can be used. What I'm going to show you right now, I like to call chopping. Sounds like this. Basically the record movement is like this. So we're going to do it to a beat using the other two techniques that I taught you. Goes like this. Now another technique I like to do a lot is called dragging or drags. So when you let your record go and you pull it back slower. So it'll go bring it back right to your mark there. Alright, you can do it either forwards or backwards. Sounds good either way. So we're going to do it to a beat. It's going to go like this. It's a drag. Now going back to Cash Money in Philadelphia, when he started developing the transform, he started doing it with a swing in the timing of the record. So instead of going, his would sound like this. So we're going to do it to a beat, and we're going to do it like this. Alright, so now we're going to go over everything that I taught you so far. We're going to go over the basics, we're going to do chops, we're going to do swings, we're going to do drags. I'm going to do a scratch, I'm going to let the beat ride, you try to do what I do. Then I'm going to come back and do a different one, and we're going to go over that over and over. Alright, you ready? Here we go. That right there is basic transforming. Out.